Are you kidding me? He did not. Good grief. We have to issue a retraction. I wasn't asking. I'm telling you, we're issuing a retraction. I guess this makes more sense now.
Are you ready?
I'm just Jim. Welcome to episode 35 of the Fantasy Football Monsters. I'm the vampire with the hellfire by murder. And oh my god, do I have a scoop for you. Over the last week, I found out... oh shit. I guess I'll introduce Jimmy first.
Sorry to be a bother to you. Please, go ahead on whatever nonsensical rant you were going to. I'm sure we don't have to introduce Morty or anything.
Don't stop on my account. I'm not even sure what's going on anyway. I feel really dizzy and lightheaded.
Well, that's weird for you. What's going on?
I was fine not too long ago. I saw we had a little holiday table set up in the back, so I grabbed a little something to eat and drink.
Wait, drink? Did you have any of the eggnog?
Hell yes, I did. I love eggnog.
Did you get that from the left or the right punch bowl?
I believe it was the left one. Yes.
Check the punch bowl! There is only a cup left? That's it? Oh boy.
I told you I liked eggnog.
Oh man, so you probably wanted the right one. The left one was, well, it was spiked heavily.
Oh, so that explains the room spinning right now.
You drank enough to get an elephant hammered.
I still loved it. And you know what else? I love you guys. I mean it. I know you're mean to me all the time, but I just love you anyway. The highlight of my week is being out here and...
Okay, someone help him to the back. He is done for today. Anyway, like I was saying, you remember when we were talking about how many leagues I was alive in?
Yeah. Are you just gonna brag about how you didn't get eliminated in any again this week?
No. I mean, yes, absolutely. I am Fantasy Cares Eliminator Jesus. But no, the other guy, Kevin Sesney.
Okay. And?
He's not 22 for 24. I found something. He got eliminated in one of the leagues we're both in. The next time I looked, there were 3 dots where his name was. He deleted it. We had found 13 instances of this happening and couldn't explain why. Now we can explain why.
You mean he was covering up his losses by just deleting his name?
Yes. He was actually 22 for 37, which still isn't terrible for 7 left, but it was only 59.5%.
Why the hell would he do that? That makes no sense at all.
I don't know. Maybe it's so he can track what leagues he's still alive in. Maybe he doesn't want his name associated with a losing team. But either way, I said respect. And now I take that back. No respect for you.
You give way too much of a shit about something that almost no one else cares about.
Obviously. But my season has mostly been shit. I need something to hold on to.
You're not kidding. You lost to not one, but 2 people who were at the bottom of their leagues this week. Your dad and your mom! Ha ha!
You get that out of your system?
No, but I'll drop it at least for now.
Really? Who did we get on such short notice to replace Morty?
You told me next time I came to come as myself. Well, here I fucking am.
I have mixed feelings.
Do you think you can go the rest of the episode without mentioning balloons? If so, you could stay.
I don't know. I can try.
Speaking of ballooning, Saquon's chances to win the rushing title and maybe even the MVP went way up.
I hate to admit it, but you're right. 302 total yards and 2 touchdowns is ridiculous. He made the Rams look really bad.
You know who stopped looking bad? The Dallas Cowboys.
I want to agree with you, but I don't think I can. I think the Cowboys looked bad, but Washington looked worse. It felt like a game of who wanted to win it less.
I'm even hearing Jerry talk like he's gonna renew McCarthy next year.
I've already gone on record as saying that this was the last year I rooted for the McCarthy-led Cowboys unless he gets them to a Super Bowl or at least the NFC Championship game. And that ain't happening.
But that Cavante Turpin 99-yard touchdown was fucking something else. I had to rewind to make sure I wasn't watching some replay of a Madden game with that disgusting spin move he did.
The Chiefs did more to hurt themselves in a win than I thought was even possible.
It's kind of like I say, these are all NFL teams with NFL players. And any one of them can smoke you if you give them enough chances. And the Chiefs give the Panthers plenty of chances.
I mean, yes and no. This is the NFL, not college football. While people do rank the teams, it's really meaningless. If you have the record and you're in the postseason and you win enough there, you win a Super Bowl. They already dropped one, so they can't go perfect. They're just going to care about getting in the playoffs and doing so as healthy as possible. No matter how close it was, they won, and they're still 10-1 in the top seed.
Are you Patrick's PR guy or something? Anyway, Brock Purdy earned a huge offseason extension after Sunday.
Oh my God. With the Niners, they looked terrible without him.
They should be thrilled they are in if Purdy had a division. One good game and you're in first, one bad one and you're in last. But they are still the Niners, so if they can get in and get healthy, they could be scary.
So, what else do you want to talk about?
Oh, I know. I've been screwing around with some weird formats for fantasy football leagues, and I wanted to get your opinions on a draft format I want to try.
Okay, I like wonky. Give it to me.
Okay, this probably only works with either 8, maybe 10 man. Anymore, and I think it gets kind of ugly. So, you have your normal snake drafts, and you have your auction drafts. Well, I want to introduce ballot drafts.
What the hell is that?
I'm so glad you asked. Each round, every person in the draft writes down one player. Once everyone has written a player, everyone reveals their ballot. If you are the only person to vote for a player, that player is now on your team. But if 2 or more players vote for the same player, none of them can get that player, and they can't name them again for the rest of the draft. It continues round by round until every person has drafted a team, but there is an incentive to be strategic with your selections. Let's say you were drafting 18 total players. If you're the first person or people to get all 18 players on their team, then that person or people will be allowed to enter one more round of drafting. If they successfully draft a player in that round, they get them, and they will have a 1-slot bench advantage for the entire season.
That sounds fucking weird. I'm so in.
Indeed. It seems to involve mind-fucking people, and I love a good mind-fuck.
I am determined to run a league with these rules next year. Anyone who hears this that is interested, I 100% promise you, if we have the people, we will do that draft. I just have to figure out a way to do the ballots.
This isn't going to turn into one of those extreme fantasy football things again, is it?
That was me smoking crack. We got some quotes on what it would cost to make some of that happen. And yeah, it was never going to happen. But we're going to try to get a couple of the ideas going this next year. We'll be a little smarter and start small.
Well, This is great and all, but it's Thanksgiving and I gotta get back to the wife and kids. I'm having the neighbors for dinner and there's a lot to get done.
I didn't know you were married.
And you're inviting the neighbors too?
I didn't say I was inviting them. I also didn't say they were my wife and kids. Ha ha! Siri, guide me to the nearest balloon shop.
You know, that whole, if you see something, say something deal?
It's fucked up, but Monster Code says snitches are little bitches. You wouldn't have wanted someone ratting you out when you went into that nursing home, would you?
No, but I still contend that was community service and dinner.
It was in West Palm Beach, so sure. But still, you have to let your fellow monsters celebrate however they want.
I really do think the Browns still have a chance to meet my Lions in the Super Bowl after last week.
Literally, go home. You're drunk.
Speaking of drinking too much, there is a meeting of the Turkey branch of the Feral Executioners Committing Endless Slaughter Society.
Wait. F-E-C-E-S-S. Is that pronounced feces?
I don't pronounce it that way. It's their annual Thanksgiving meeting. 46 million turkeys are killed each year for Thanksgiving. And while I do love a good murder, I want it to be a free-range human, not a factory-imprisoned turkey. So I'm gonna go get myself full and get justice for a lot of those turkeys at the same time. Ha ha! For Jimmy, Morty, and Penny, I'm Von Murder, reminding you to not be a pussy. Leave the animals alone this year, or I might have to come pay you a visit too. Ha ha!